It's Epiphany. Today I'm going to be making a bucket list for the summer because when I was young, I'm not sure if anyone else has done this, but I would always make a bucket list for the summer of all these amazing things that I would do. I would, I don't know, write a novel and create new things, make a bunch of art. But even though I had all the time in the world as a kid, I feel like I didn't really have the motivation, I guess, to actually complete them. But now that I am an adult, I actually feel more like I'm able to do those things. I'm able to write a novel, I'm able to make a bunch of art, I'm able to, I don't know, sew a dress, and I'm gonna do it this summer. The first thing I'm going to be doing is working on some projects, and the main project I really want to accomplish is my novel. So my original goal was to actually finish the novel, but I think realistically that's maybe not the best thing to aim for. Right now I'm working on the outline and I'm really making some amazing progress with that. But I think that if I try to finish the novel over the summer, I'm really going to be rushing the drafting process, which I don't really want to do. So I think my goal is going to be to write about, let's say, a quarter of the novel. I also want to sew 2 garments, of course, which is kind of related to this video. I want to make 5 YouTube videos. I also really want to go to some new places. Of course, there are no actual real beaches where I live, but go to the lake, which has some sand nearby. I want to read 10 books, finish a self-portrait, and create something totally new. Cute measuring spoon that I took from my mom when I left home. Ha ha ha. I always feel really bad about blending this in the morning. Okay. Let's give this a taste. I can taste the protein powder. For better or for worse. How much of this footage am I realistically going to use of me spending like 10 minutes making a smoothie? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. But you know what? I'll give myself some options. Who knows? It might be a cinematic masterpiece. So here's the breakfast. Looks pretty good. Let's give it a taste. I'm at the park. It's nice to get out of the house, and it's really pretty at this park despite the weather not being the best. And yeah, it really seems like I'm all alone in this park basically. It'd be kind of awkward if somebody popped up. Oh no, walking back. But one thing I've realized is really important to mental health and to just overall happiness is getting outside like every single day or as much as possible. But when it is possible, it just refreshes you, and I feel like I can feel it almost like in my body when I spend too much time inside in front of a computer. It just hurts. Like, it hurts my shoulders. It makes my brain feel all foggy. It's just very depleting. But being able to walk outside is very energizing for some inexplicable reason. The squirrels are going crazy around here. I think I'm gonna go. Very short walk. When I get back, I'm going to do some art. I'm going to work on my novel. And then I have that massage at 5 o'clock, which shall be very interesting. We'll see how that goes. This is my little standing desk setup, and I also got a mini stepper, which has already kind of started to break down, I think, and I've only had it for like 2 months. It makes a creaking noise every single time I step on it, but even when I added lubricant to it, it didn't really make a difference. So I'm gonna do some work on my novel now for, who knows, a few hours. Actually, no, not a few hours. What am I talking about? Maybe like 25 minutes. So far what I'm doing in my novel is I finished the second outline, and I'm just reading through it and taking notes and making changes along the way. And I'll do that before I make the third outline, which I think will be pretty similar to the second, but we'll see. To be completely honest, I don't know, I feel like the idea for this video is kind of boring. It's basically me going about and doing like regular things in my day. And nothing on my bucket list is like actually super exciting. So I'm not really sure how this video is going to go, or I'm gonna try to post something, you know, even if I'm not like completely in love with it, because I do want to make that goal of making 5 YouTube videos. I also feel like, here's the thing, sometimes if you want to do something, the first steps are not always easy and they're not always graceful. If the first video or the first few videos are not amazing or not completely up to par with what I'm hoping that they will be, it is what it is. I feel like the same thing goes for so many other things. Like when I first sewed in my sewing class, the first few things I made were like practically unwearable. Actually unwearable. I made this dress, and I'll show you the dress. It's quite interesting. I made this dress, and although there's lots of things that I'm really proud of, like I feel like I did the collar really well. Like, this is pretty clean. However, I made it out of an old tablecloth, and what ended up happening is I didn't really consider that there was no stretch in the fabric, and so the design of the dress just would not work after it was done. And of course I only realized that after I finished making it and put hours and hours and hours of work into it. So I tried it on. It looked like I was going to a Renaissance fair, and then I tried it on a second time and it ripped. But at the same time I learned a lot from this thing, and now I'm making a new dress that has the lack of stretch in the fabric considered, and I don't know, maybe I could even make something out of this. I'm not sure. I do still kind of like how it looks. You can see that I cut it in half impulsively to maybe make some kind of coat. So yeah, we'll see. In order to start on the journey, you just have to take the first step. And so with this, I'm taking the first step, even if I really have no idea what to make videos about. Yeah, I'm just gonna see where it goes. I hope that in the rest of this summer, I see growth in myself. And hopefully these videos can be a testament to that, and maybe inspire you to work towards your goals. And I don't know, I hope that it'll give some people some motivation.